Did you know that 80% of electric vehicle users make these mistakes? Electric vehicles are the amazing technology of our time. Quiet, environmentally friendly, and the vehicles of the future. Unfortunately, many drivers are unknowingly damaging their batteries. In this video, I will explain the 5 most common mistakes electric vehicle owners make and how these mistakes can damage your vehicle. If you also use an electric vehicle, you should watch this video all the way through, because with a few small habits, you can extend the lifespan of your vehicle. Number 1. Keeping the battery fully charged at 100%. Many users have developed the habit of charging the battery to 100% every time they charge it. It may sound logical. You might think, if it's fully charged, I'll get more range. But that's not how it works. This habit causes serious damage to the battery's chemical structure in the long run. Lithium-ion batteries are not designed to be charged to 100% every time. When cells are at full capacity, they heat up more, experience more stress, and eventually lose capacity over time. This directly leads to reduced range, longer charging times, and a shorter battery life. So what's the solution? Keeping your battery around 80% during daily use is the most balanced level for both performance and longevity. If you use your vehicle to commute to work, run errands, or drop the kids off at school, you typically don't need more than 80%. Only if you're embarking on a long journey and truly require full capacity should you charge up to 100%. However, consider this an exception rather than a habit. Remember, charging your battery to 100% may give you more miles in the short term, but it can lead to much greater losses in the long run. If you want your vehicle to maintain its performance over the years, you need to manage your charging habits properly. Number 2. Using fast charging all the time. One of the things electric vehicle users love most is fast charging stations. After all, who wants to wait for hours? Being able to charge a large portion of the battery in just a few minutes is truly a great convenience. However, this convenience comes at a serious cost. DC fast charging delivers a very high current to the battery, enabling rapid energy transfer in a short time. But during this process, a significant amount of heat is generated in the battery cells, and that's where the problem begins. Excessive heating damages the battery's internal chemistry, causes stress in the cells, and over time leads to permanent capacity loss in the battery. This situation does not arise after just a few uses. However, using fast charging consistently, such as every day or several times a week, can significantly shorten the battery's lifespan. You can think of it like how consistently high blood pressure damages internal organs in the human body. So, what is the ideal solution? For daily use, opt for home, AC charging, or slower public charging stations. This type of charging is gentle on the battery and preserves its health in the long term. Using fast charging is only recommended for long trips when you're short on time or in emergency situations. Once a week is ideal, but using this method daily can age the battery quickly. This can lead to both performance decline and the need for an earlier battery replacement in the long run. Remember, fast charging is a convenience to be used when needed, not a habit to form. Number 3. Using the charging cable in unsuitable conditions. One of the most serious but often overlooked mistakes made by electric vehicle owners is using charging equipment in unsuitable conditions. In particular, charging at home using a standard extension cord poses a major risk in terms of both safety and efficiency. Standard household extension cords or low-quality outlets are not capable of safely and continuously carrying the high current required for electric vehicles. Such cables can overheat and melt, pose a fire risk at the outlet, and even cause a fire in the home. Additionally, some users attempt to connect the vehicle directly to an outlet outdoors in rainy or humid conditions. However, water-permeable or exposed connections can lead to serious consequences, such as short circuits, electric shocks, and permanent damage to the charging system. So what is the solution? It is essential to use certified charging cables specifically designed for electric vehicles. Additionally, if possible, choose outlet boxes with a high AP protection rating that are resistant to water and external influences. These boxes keep moisture, dust, and rain out, ensuring a safe charging process. Number 4. Leaving the battery charged for long periods, especially at 100%. One of the common mistakes many electric vehicle users make is leaving the vehicle charged at 100% for long periods of time. Especially when going on vacation or when you won't be using the vehicle for an extended period, leaving the charge level fully charged creates unnecessary stress and strain on the battery's chemical structure. Batteries experience increased internal cell voltage when the charge level is high, and this can accelerate cell degradation over time. This may lead to a premature decrease in battery capacity and lifespan. If you plan to park your vehicle for an extended period, manufacturers generally recommend keeping the battery at around 50% charge. This level helps protect the chemical structure of the battery cells by minimizing stress on them. Additionally, some vehicles feature a long-term parking mode, which ensures the battery management system maintains the charge at an optimal level. Remember that the battery charge level in your vehicle is not only important for range, but also for the battery's healthy lifespan. While leaving the battery fully charged for an extended period may seem convenient in the short term, it can negatively impact the battery's future performance. In conclusion, if you won't be using your vehicle for an extended period, leaving it with a charge level between 40 to 60% instead of 100% will both protect the battery's health and reduce cost in the long run. Number 5. Driving without warming up in cold weather. In winter, it can be very tempting to jump into your car and hit the road right away. You're already cold and you want to get there as soon as possible. However, electric vehicles, especially their battery systems, are greatly affected by cold weather. When your battery is cold, the chemical reactions inside slow down. This reduces both energy transfer and charging capacity. Even if the vehicle appears to be running normally, the system is actually operating very inefficiently. One of the most noticeable effects is the disabling of regenerative braking. This means that the energy that would normally be returned to the battery when you brake is lost. Additionally, a cold battery leads to increased energy consumption. Especially if cabin heating and battery heating are activated simultaneously, your range may deplete much faster than expected. Many users may not notice why their vehicle's range decreases by 20 to 30% during winter months for this reason. So, what's the solution? It's simple yet effective. Warm up your vehicle for a few minutes before setting off. By using the preconditioning feature available in most modern electric vehicles, you can bring both the cabin temperature and battery temperature to an ideal level. Plus, if you perform this process while charging at home, the energy is drawn directly from the outlet, not the battery. This small preparation not only enhances your driving comfort, but also protects battery health, activates regenerative braking, and helps you preserve your range significantly. To preserve the life of your electric vehicles, it is essential to avoid these mistakes. If this information was helpful to you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss new videos on EV maintenance. What do you think is the most common mistake? Let's discuss in the comments.